Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Watson, and today we're going to be looking at this question. Is reading really as important as your teachers say it is? The answer? Yes, it is. It really is. And I know I'm an English teacher, I'm obviously going to say that, blah blah blah, but let me explain. Here we have Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, Mark Zuckerberg, and Bill Gates. What do these individuals have in common? Well, first of all, they are all billionaires. Not millionaires, billionaires. That's 9 zeros. What else do these billionaires have in common? They credit their success to reading. Now you may think that this is just a coincidence, but let me tell you about a man called Steve Siebold. Steve Siebold is a financial expert, professional speaker, and self-made multimillionaire who has interviewed over 1,200 of the richest people in the world over the past 30 years. Siebold noted that the one common thread that connected all of these incredibly successful people together was the fact that they are all readers. Now, we're not talking about reading anything. They distinctly avoid reading tabloid newspapers and magazines. Instead, they opt for knowledge-enhancing books. Books that will help them develop their own understanding of key issues and provide ways in which they can improve their own skills. Referring back to the billionaires that I mentioned earlier, here are some of the comments that they've made about their experiences of reading. An article about Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, stated that growing up in South Africa, Musk was usually the smallest and youngest person in his class. He spent his time reading books obsessively, not just for pleasure, but also for knowledge. Musk described himself in a Bloomberg interview as a bookwormy kid. Growing up, he would read as many as 2 books per day. When asked how he learned how to build rockets, Musk gives a simple answer. I read books. Oprah Winfrey, talk show host, actress, producer, and media executive, said books were my path to personal freedom. I learned to read at age 3 and soon discovered there was a whole world to conquer that went beyond our farm in Mississippi. Mark Zuckerberg, founder and CEO of Facebook, said, reading has given me more perspective on a number of topics, from science to religion, from poverty to prosperity, from health to energy to social justice, from political philosophy to foreign policy, and from history to futuristic fiction. This challenge has been intellectually fulfilling, and I come away with a greater sense of hope and optimism that our society can make greater progress in all of these areas. And Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, said, it is one of the chief ways that I learn, and has been since I was a kid. These days, I also get to visit interesting places, meet with scientists, and watch a lot of lectures online. But reading is still the main way that I both learn new things and test my understanding. And it isn't just people who become successful business owners who understand the benefits of reading. Reese Witherspoon, Marcus Rashford, Abraham Lincoln, Brie Larson, Theodore Roosevelt, Emma Stone, Benedict Cumberbatch, Albert Einstein, Jenny Slate, Leonardo DiCaprio, Marilyn Monroe, Chris Evans, Mustache Watson, Tom Hardy, Martin Luther King Jr., Selena Gomez, Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp's dog, Jenna Coleman, Muhammad Ali, LeBron James, Malala Yousafzai, Jake Gyllenhaal, Hilary Duff, Hugh Jackman, and so many others have expressed enjoyment of reading at one stage or another, with some even talking about the success and self-improvement that it has helped to bring them. So what exactly are these benefits? Why is reading something that your English teacher bangs on about all the time? Firstly, it provides mental stimulation. What I mean by this is that it keeps your mind active and busy. You need to remember that your brain is a muscle, and just like every other muscle in the body, it needs to be exercised regularly in order to stay fit and healthy. Reading allows you to exercise your brain by activating your imagination and developing your knowledge on different topics. It's more effective than, for example, watching a film or a TV show, because you're not simply observing somebody else's interpretation. When you read, you participate in bringing the text to life in your own mind. Your imagined version of a character or a story will be completely unique to you. Secondly, it has been proven to reduce stress. Many people enjoy reading because it offers an escape from the stresses and struggles of everyday life. There have been studies carried out that have proven that reading can counter anxiety and depression. So if you're having a rough day or you're feeling somewhat overwhelmed, delving into a well-written novel can transport you to a different time and place, allowing these real-world tensions to fade away, which will then help you to become relaxed and calm. Thirdly, it allows you to develop your knowledge. There are so many things in life that you and I have not experienced, both the good and the bad, but in some cases, that doesn't mean we never will. Reading allows us to understand more about these experiences of other people, so that we can be prepared if ever we do encounter these situations in our own lives. It teaches us how to empathize and consider experiences that are different to our own. What's more is we can learn about the mistakes that were made by the people who came before us, so that we don't end up making the same mistakes. In English, we teach you to dig deeper into the meaning of a text so that you can understand and identify these lessons for yourself. For example, reading Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol isn't just about a man who is visited by 3 ghosts. It teaches us about the perils of greed and selfishness. It reminds us about the importance of family and love, whilst bringing to our attention the desperate situations that many poor families faced in Victorian England. Likewise, Harry Potter isn't just about magic and villains with missing noses. It deals with the challenges of being an orphan, the dangers of wanting too much power, the value of friendships, and the struggles of navigating through teenage life into young adulthood, trying to discover who you are and establishing your own identity. In addition to this, the more you read, the more words you'll come across, so you'll be able to extend your vocabulary, allowing you to use and understand more complicated language. So if your English teacher keeps setting you the target of using more ambitious, sophisticated vocabulary, the best advice I can give is for you to pick up a challenging book and crack on with it. Before you know it, you'll have an even bigger brain, metaphorically speaking. Fourthly, it improves your analytical skills. You'll know from your English lessons that you often have to analyse different pieces of writing, and the more detailed and developed your analysis is, the better your response. Reading mystery or detective novels where you can try to solve the crime before the characters do is a great way of developing these analytical skills. It allows you to consider the evidence that you have and make links in an attempt to understand their significance. And finally, although there are so many more benefits, it massively improves your concentration and focus. We live in a world where attention spans are growing ever shorter. Distractions are everywhere. If you have a Twitter or an Instagram account, how many times today have you checked it and looked at the same things? Do you sit and watch a film, or do you sit there with your phone in hand, watching TikToks or sending snaps on Snapchat? Reading requires commitment. In order to read it and get through it, you need to set time aside to sit and read it. It could be 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, half an hour, but the more that you switch off to the distractions around you and allow yourself to be immersed in the story, the more you'll enjoy it, and the better your focus and concentration skills will become. So that is why your teachers tell you that reading is important. Because it really is. Whether you're hoping to one day become a multimillionaire as the successful CEO of a big business, or whether you just want to switch off and relax after a stressful day, reading has so many perks and benefits that will improve your life. Many students who aren't readers often tell me that they find reading boring, and my response to them is always the same. You simply haven't found the right book yet. I'd find reading boring if I was reading about a topic that I wasn't interested in. It's the same with films or games or music. If you're not interested in the content, then you're not going to take any enjoyment from it. Now, I'm not saying you need to go off and read Shakespeare or Bronte, although I wouldn't be against it if you did, but I would encourage you to find the type of books that appeal to you and to just read as much as you can. If you're not sure where to start, try thinking about your favourite type of film or game. Is it action, romance, science fiction, sports? Once you have the genre, you can pick a book from that same genre and give it a go. That's all for this video. It'd be great if you could leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know what book you're currently reading or what your favourite book is. I'd be interested to find out. Also, if you learned something new in this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you never miss a future upload. Thank you as always for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.